Hey, all of my Becoming a Community Builder friends, how are you? Hope everything is going well. Hey, want to let you know about two things. First, quarterly broadcast is coming up. The quarterly broadcast is going to be on June 12th. June 12th. We're going to be hanging out for an hour, and we're going to be talking about, if you can imagine, we're going to be talking about big ideas. How do we create big ideas in the community? How do we cultivate those big ideas? And how do we deploy those big ideas and get other people involved and excited? Recently, we had a big ideas event, a Becoming a Community Builder big ideas event, through the hard work and energy of the good people in Okotoks, High River, Black Diamond, and Turner Valley. All those committees came together and we had a big idea event. And we had people that came as far away as Pincher Creek and Chestermere that came together and shared their big ideas. People from throughout the Foothills region and beyond. And it was an awesome day, actually. And we had some big ideas shared. But it was really an exercise about how do you cultivate a big idea? Come up with one, start to refine it, and then how do you get other people involved in your big idea? So we're going to talk about coming up with big ideas on the 12th of June. Secondly, I want to tell you about a project that's happening in Stony Plain that literally came from the Becoming a Community Builder program. Deb Teed is the president of the Stony Plain Soccer Association. And as you know, the Women's World Cup is in Canada this June. Deb Teed, and through my connections in Nevada, we're putting on an international soccer tournament, bringing kids from Nevada to Alberta to make a significant difference in their lives. You can see some pictures of those kids up on the screen. Now, many of these kids come from very, very humble means. Many are first-generation immigrants who are trying to do everything they can to do something with their lives. And so this tournament is less about soccer and more about a cultural exchange. Using the vehicle of soccer to change not only the kids of Stony Plain and the surrounding region, exposing them to completely different lifestyle than they experience, but also to these kids coming up from the States, exposing them to a completely different lifestyle than they know. And hopefully that interaction, that dynamic exchange of life will impact them forever. Now, the reason I'm telling you about this is I want your support. I want you to help. If this touches you or if it resonates with you, then there's a lot of different ways you can help. First, on June 5th, just a couple days from now, we're trying to raise money for that tournament. We're trying to raise $10,000 in one day. 100 people or individuals, businesses, or organizations at $100. Now, you don't have to donate $100 if you don't want. I'm not saying that. I'm just making you aware. Making you aware. Maybe you donate $5 or $10. It doesn't matter. They got to have money to put on this big tournament. Teams coming from all over Alberta. But it's not just a soccer tournament. I got to be clear about that. It's really a cultural exchange. How can we change these kids' lives? That's one way you can get involved. Second way you can get involved, we're going to be bringing these kids up from the States, from Lethbridge all the way up to Stony Plain. And obviously, along that route, if you know of some soccer teams that would like to play them, the 15th through the 23rd, let us know. Just send me an email back. We've also got to feed and house these kids along that route. So if you have some ideas or some insight, love to hear it. Love to hear your ideas. Or maybe you just want to send some well wishes. Maybe you just want to send an email of support. Send it to me and I'll pass it along to Deb. Although I think Deb's email is in this. You can just pass it on directly to Deb. Or if you want to send a note to these kids coming up from the States, just send it to me. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is that Canada's changed my life. Changed me as a human being. And I want these kids from the States to have that same experience. I want them to feel the love that is Canada, the community that is Canada. And I want them to understand what community can feel like and be like through that experience as they visit Alberta. I hope we'll see you on the 5th. I hope that you'll participate in that activity. See you meaning I hope you'll participate. And then for our quarterly broadcast, big ideas on the 12th. There'll be more emails coming out about that. Good to talk with you, and we'll check in with you later. Take care, everybody.